that Prolog is that particular language which is declarative. So here we have certain points. Number one, it's a declarative language that you know, right? And the second is to say it's a programming in logic. So in logic, and there is a third point which is very important about that having that logical relationship between facts and rules. Logical relationship between facts and rules. This is also very important. And the fourth, and whenever a user asks a question, the runtime system searches. So there is a work of runtime system that searches for the given answer, solution with respect to question which is asked by user. So this is the way in general this Prolog programming that works, and Prolog stands for programming in logic. So this is that we have now. There are exactly three terms. Those are very important. The first one is you may consider as facts. Facts are very important. That the actual truth that is there. Then the rules, on basis of those facts, there are certain rules, and the third, certain queries to run. So here, these are three terms which are very important together. And when do we consider that about these facts? Suppose there are certain examples. So once we consider facts, I'm giving you one example like as Monty is fat. So Monty is fat is having that this is the fact which is true. Or another example that the dog is black. This is also one of that example you can say it's considered as a fact. So whenever you just want to write it in some expression form, then definitely you will write it like as in some expression form. So you will try to write it like suppose fat, and here is Monty. So answer is Monty. Monty, always that expression ended with this dot. And again, you say suppose dog color is black. So who is black? Dog is black. So simply you put answer dog under this pair of parentheses, follow up with this dot. So this is the way you simply just design to have that those facts along with this certain expressions. Now, suppose we just want another that how these rules are there. So this is the similar way that expression form having those rules. And I'm taking another fact. Suppose Ram likes Mohan. So this is the way that Ram likes Mohan. And you have to just write rules with respect to this. So likes, and who is liking whom. So Ram is liking Mohan. So you will write Ram, comma, and Mohan. So this is that way these rules are to be there. So you simply just make sure control X. And once we talk about in expression forms, certain rules, so you will put over there. So this is the way generally we make sure how these things work together. So this is that we have for this Prolog briefings. Now, if suppose we have to use certain notations and having these things to acknowledge in the program, we require two things as far as the non-functional requirements of this Prolog. Is first is any text editor, Sublime. I'm using Sublime text editor. And, Sublime text editor that basically I am using, and another that thing is SWI Prolog. So IDE Prolog is basically required. So these two things are required once we have to deal with certain programming stuff and write some of those rules and the queries. So before starting this, there are certain syntaxes that we in general use. Suppose we have to use and somewhere. So for and we use this comma, and if we are using if and only if, so for if we have colon and then hyphen, and then next is or. For or we generally use this semicolon, and for some of the another syntax like not. So for not we have not. So this is basically used when you have to write certain rules and driven these things. So now I'm just sharing new slide and try to just make sure what sort of that rules and programming along with the syntax. Now see, here we have these rules and likes Dan and Sally, likes Sally and Dan, and likes Josh and Brittany. So these are the facts that we have. Now on basis of these facts, I'm writing these rules. First one is the dating x comma y. Here this symbol represents that if and only if, likes x comma y, and this comma represent and. So x likes y and y likes x. So if this happens, then it returns true on the basis of these facts. Same thing with the friendship x comma y, if and only if, likes x comma y, x friendship y, x is a friend of y, and this is for the and y friend of x. So this is the way you write these facts and rules, and you save with this extension .pl extension for Prolog somewhere on the desktop. So I just save this. Now sharing that prompt screen of the Prolog. So I'm just sharing that screen like this way. So suppose firstly we have to just write that query over there to run those queries. So firstly we have to just copy that part, and once we copy that part, so we have to fix that from the address bar. Firstly we will go over there and try to use screen sharing, and once we have that screen sharing, we just go towards that path into the C drive and the users, and finally 1 2 3, and again the testing.pl in the desktop folder. So because I saved that file in the desktop folder, so this is testing.pl. I will just bring this copy and paste from this address bar, copy and share new screen that we already there on Prolog editor screen. So we just paste this and change this slash. It is towards the forward direction like that. This is the syntax you generally require once you're starting that prompt and running some of those queries for the solution. And testing.pl, single quote, angular bracket, and this. So it returns true. This is the way it returns true. And now, once you have this, 1 minute, so you return true, and this is the way this is coming. Now you have to just run some of those queries for certain rules. Suppose you write likes, and there is a rule, suppose then Sadi, which was there. So it returns true. And if you run another question that likes, suppose black, Sally, so it returns false. So this is the way you can check your solution Now for the dating, same thing, that X dates Y and Y dates X. So dating having that, suppose Dan, Sally, if they are true, dating, suppose Mohan, Sohan. So here is false. So this is the way you say. Now it's a runtime, that system that is going to be searched from the given database that we had already on the editor file, just saved on the desktop location. So this is the way you run these queries through this from the screen, Prolog screen, and it's a wonderful declarative language for this purpose. So thank you very much. Being with me in this session. If you like these videos, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so you may get the notification of the latest uploaded video. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.